Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllday, back with another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the 2-pack from the Batman versus Azrael. This is from the Batman Curse of the White Knight storyline. As always, we're going to be taking a look at the figures itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to support the channel, to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the box. So this is the front of the box looks like. Sorry for the glare. The side. The back. The other side. Top. And bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at the accessories that it comes with. As always, they do come with the cards. As the front of the card looks like for Batman. The back of the card. This is for Azrael, the front of the card. The back of the card. And for Azrael, it does come with this big sword. Hopefully my camera can pick it up. There you go. Pretty somewhat detailed sword. Plain looking. Not much to it. It comes with this, for Batman, it comes with this piece right here. You can hang it on the side, which I'll show you in a bit. And for Batman, it does come with two identical swords. This is one of them. Again, very plain, simple design. And it comes with this piece here. You can actually put them. See that? And I'll show you. Well, I'll show you right now. And you can put them in the back right there. Right there. Simple, easy. There we go. So it looks like that. And they both do come with a regular stand. The reason why I have Azrael kind of leaning on the box is because he's somewhat heavy. But hence why that. Now, it does come with another big piece, which looks really, really cool. Is this fire pit right here. It looks really, really, really cool. And I like the fact that it's see-through, which I really dig. See my hand? I really dig it. It looks really, really cool. And also, you can actually take apart some of the pieces too, watch. Which I didn't know that. So if you want to maybe put it against a wall or something, boom, you can go right there. You can take the pieces off. So that's a pretty cool design. I dig it. I think it looks cool. It's a great addition. Am I a big fan of it? But it looks really cool, though. And it's pretty long, too. Almost as tall as the box. Now, let's take a look at Azrael. And right away, well, like I said, both come with regular stand, but right away, this figure looks amazing. It looks beefy, it looks armored up, and I dig it 100%. Look at the head sculpture right there. Looks fantastic. All that detail looks really, really good. The eyes are red too. My camera can't pick up the eyes, unfortunately, but there you go, right there. You can see it right there, his right eye. There you go. You can see a little bit of left eye, but they're red, very subtle red, but it looks menacing and looks clean, and I really dig it. Head articulation, left and right, very limited. Up and down, very limited, unfortunately, but again, the detail on the sculpture looks very cool. In terms of the paint, it is black, a little bit of the, obviously, of the red, so you can't see too much of the paint. Articulation somewhat limited, but it looks really cool. Arm articulation, unfortunately, it does get limited because of this piece. It does move a little bit, but I wouldn't miss moving it because it might damage this. And you don't want to damage it because it looks ridiculously cool looking. Look at all that detail, that design. Even on here, and the gold looks fantastic. Bicep articulation, it's good. Elbows, good. Wrist, I did move mine. Let me see if I can do it again. There you go. Good. So in terms of the arm articulation, well, in terms of shoulder, it's very limited, but elbows and wrists look good. But look at that detail and that paint. Look at that. It looks fantastic. That silver looks really good, man. Look at all that. Really, really, really cool, man. I dig this figure. It looks fantastic. The shoulder pieces look really good, and that black and gold stand out like crazy. I really dig it. The cape looks cool too. Not much to the cape. Clean, little simple design. I do like the spikes right here on the back of his head. Looks very, very, very cool. And I gotta say, man, the amount of detail on this figure in terms of the arms and the cape and the head looks really good. That torso articulation, let's see. It's not, it's okay. Nothing too crazy. But look at that design, though. Look at all that detail right here in the upper body. Let's see if I can align it up a little bit here. There we go. That looks better. Look at all that detail right here. The armor pieces, all that, the sculpture, the design, the paint right here too. And yes, it is gold, but it's a big glossy gold, which looks really stunning. The utility belts here look fantastic, man. This is a fantastic sculpture, man. I dig it 100%. Let's take a look at the back. Even the back has a little bit of design right there too. Upper body and also painted as well too. You can see more of here on the gauntlets. The design. Look at his hands. The detail on the hands. Look at all that. The silver just pops, man. I really dig this figure. It looks menacing and it looks fantastic, man. And for the price I paid for, which I'll go over that in shortly, but it looks fantastic. Upper body looks clean. Even the little gold right here, it's so subtle, but yet when you see it, it just pops. It looks really good, man. Let's take a look at the leg articulation. It's good. Knees, good. Ankles, good. Toes, good. Even also down to the legs too. Again, detail as well too. Look at that inner thigh, the gold right here, the belts. It's obviously different. The left leg has this, the right leg has nothing, but it has also detail as well too. You can see that right there. The sculpture design, the boot as well too, has the same kind of style to it. It looks really, really cool. Even the boot looks cool too. See that straight line? It looks amazing. I wish even inside here had a little bit of gold similar to here. That would have looked really cool, but nonetheless, so it looks fantastic, man. Fantastic. This figure is, again, it's very plain because a majority is black, but when you add subtle paint to it, like gold and that bright silver, it just pops, dude. It looks really, really cool. Look at that. Even from a distance, it looks cool. And just this figure alone, I gotta say, this is an awesome figure. And yes, I would highly recommend, just for this figure alone, highly recommend it. Now, this is a 2-pack one. There is a solo one for this particular figure. So if you can find the solo figure for this one, if you don't want this one, you can find the solo one, but it's going to be kind of hard to get because that one's been out for quite a while. So for this figure alone, this one, thumbs up. Looks good, paint's good, subtle. I know its majority is black, but those subtle gold, even here on this gauntlet, it's subtle, but it looks very, very good. And the sculpture is fantastic. Yes, the articulation on the head is limited. Yes, even on the shoulder pieces, but I guarantee you, you see this, you're going to say, yeah, articulation is limited, but that sculpture and paint is top notch. And I got to say, McFarlane did a really good job with that figure. Now let's take a look at the Batman. I'm going to remove this before it falls. So, head sculpture, very cool looking. I dig it. Very similar to the Batman White Knight storyline. If you've not read it, highly, highly, highly recommend reading that story. It looks good. Look at that grin on his face. Eyes look good. Paint on his lips look good. Head articulation, really good. Much better than Azrael. Up and down, good. Overall, good figure so far. I mean, good articulation. Paint's good. Sculpture on the head. That grin on his head, on this eyebrows, you can see right there. Good. Overall, good head, man. Good, solid head sculpture and paint. Elbow articulation, much better than Azrael, but hence why there's no cape. Bicep. Yeah, there it is. There it is. You can move it. It's a little stiff right now. It's all right. Elbow and then wrist, which, there you go. So, overall, in terms of, well, let's take a look at the torso. Torso articulation, it's okay. But the arm, again, in terms of the arms of sculpture, very simple, clean design. The paint, very simple, clean. There's not much to it. But the head sculpture is good. The back, there's not much to it. So, it is what it is. Again, it's not bad. It's just kind of limited, unfortunately. But overall, it looks cool, man. It looks clean. I dig it. I really dig this figure, especially because I've read the story, so I appreciate it even more. But overall, clean looking design. Batman, obviously the Batman logo. Look at those abdomens. He definitely does a lot of sit-ups. So in terms of the upper body, again, looks clean, simple design. There's not much to it. Very plain. Again, plain arms, upper body. Yeah, there's not really much to it. Obviously, when you add those accessories, the sword, it gives it the extra look to it. So upper body, it's cool. Utility belt. I like the utility belt. And what I mentioned about this, you can actually see this right here. You can actually hang it right there. Booyah. So you can have that look, or you can do it even more lowered. So that's that. But utility belt, it looks clean. I like how it's just really big. It's out there too, all across, all around. I dig it. Leg articulation, good. Knees, good. Wrist, good. Toes is good. So overall, again, very simple, clean looking figure. Very similar to the actual comic from the Batman Curse of the White Knight. Very simple, clean design. There's not much to it. And I think it looks cool. It's a cool looking figure. The main standout, of course, is going to be the Azrael. That's going to be the main standout. But this one, it's a good looking figure. Nothing bad or anything. It looks good. Now, let's compare this figure with the previous released Batman figure, which is going to be, well, I'll have him standing over here. Taking a look at you guys. There we go. This figure. This is one of the older figures that came out many months ago. And take a look at the difference. Obviously, the main difference, in terms of the head sculpture, they're identical. The upper body, of course, is going to be the cape, as you can see. This one has the shoulder pieces for his swords. This one doesn't. Obviously, the paint here on the knife is black. That one has a solid yellow paint. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is identical. The Batman logo is identical. Legs are identical. Wrists are obviously different. This one has fists. Both have open hands. That's pretty much it. Everything else is, the design is the same. Just the main difference is going to be, like I said, the cape, that shoulder pieces, and just the hand that's different. And of course, the knife painted there yellow. This one's black. Other than that, they're pretty much identical in terms of this one. Now, in terms of the price, well, let me ask you. I'll answer this one. In terms of this figure, I think it's cool looking, plain, simple. I dig it. Now the question is this worth your purchase? I paid $21.99 for this, for both. That's correct. $21.99 for $21.99. Heck yeah, that is an amazing deal. Definitely a must buy for $21.99. Again, $21.99. The retail price is $40. So the fact that I paid for $21.99 via Amazon, that is a fantastic deal. I'll see if I have a screenshot of the actual price that I paid for via the Amazon. If not, it might be too late, but exactly what I paid, $21.99 for that price. 100% definitely must buy. Now, what if it was $30? I still think this is a fantastic deal because you get all these accessories, the swords, right? The stands, the card, the big sword, and of course this. Oops, I'm gonna break it. This clear fire piece. I think it's worth the purchase of $30. Now, is it worth the purchase of $40? That really comes down to you. It really comes down to you if you like the figures or not. And to answer that question, what is it worth the $40? I think, in my opinion, it is. This figure is a standout. You have to see this figure in person. I guarantee if you see this figure or you see the 2-pack, you're gonna be like, man, I don't know if I want this Batman. It's cool, but it's plain. But Azrael and the armor suit look really cool, man. So even for $40, I think it's worth it. You get a lot of accessories, cool, simple Batman, but you get this amazing looking figure. And for $40, I think it's worth the purchase. If you get $30, even better. Of course, if you get it for $21.99, definitely a must buy. And that's what I paid for, $21.99. For that price, 100%, I highly recommend getting it. And even for $40, I think it's a good deal because everything you get, all the accessories, I think it's worth the purchase even for retail $39.99. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me on these figures? Do you plan on purchasing these figures, or do you already purchase these figures? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not only support the channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So it concludes an overview of Batman vs. Azrael, the 2-pack from the Batman Curse of the White Knight storyline, and on to the next one.